Get out and get into the elevator. Or no, get out of the elevator and
Oh,
hop
how
in the
did
jet. Fly
but
all the
then
way to Washington, D.C. We've got a reservation at Orphy Jeans.
yep.
Gather around in the parking lot.
What do you think that Orphe Jeans has best? Do you think that their pancakes are better, or do you think their biscuits and gravy are better?
Omelets. I
Omelets?
think omelets. I
It's
think
all about the
omelets.
omelets
I think
there, huh?
omelets is the way to go with Orphy Jeans. But biscuits and gravy is probably a close. It's just what I get. I'm not trying to be any way or anything or judgmental or assumptive when it comes to what's going to be best on the menu or anything like that. But I mean,
Do you think
it's hard to get a biscuits and gravy wrong.
oh, it's easy to get it wrong.
Really,
Yeah.
you feel like you can get it wrong?
Yeah, if I open a can, I'm gonna get it wrong.
Yeah, you got to do it from scratch, folks. It's got to be from scratch. Hey, Liz. Liz is here. Hi, Liz.
Yeah. Which one do you think Orphe Jeans has? Hash browns, home fries, or both?
I mean, both. It depends on the meal you're getting.
I think so too.
Hi Sandra, hi Michelle, happy Sunday back to you. Fall season, get cozy with a book.
It is. It's the fall
Yeah,
season. It's even the fall season around here.
yeah. Settle in, folks, settle in. We're going to talk more about soaps. We're going to talk about sort of Bold and the Beautiful. We're going to talk about,
It was so distinctive, right?
right,
So
Beyond
we're
the
going to talk
Gates.
about gather around the gate because we're going to talk about the gates
Yes,
first.
the code this week is. I don't know. I'm not clever enough to come up with a gate code unless I come up with it ahead of time. It's You're never gonna be. I don't care if you're a Richardson, and then I leave the room. There we go.
The code is Leslie's Shouse.
Shush. The code is
That's what she said she was going to build a Shouse.
shush. The code this week is I'm gonna stop funding that stupid account.
Yes. You know what? I don't know why I need it. I mean, if I were Anita, of course, the money that she put in there, she put in there in
It's in there.
it's in there.
Hello, Susan.
In there.
Mm-hmm.
But the day she found out who the recipient of this was, and there's no one for her to share it with either. It's just freaking Leslie.
Ooh.
Just Leslie. I would have cut that. I would have, the automatic deposits into that fund would have ceased
Stopped.
that very day.
Call the bank, get online, do whatever it is you need to do. But no
No
more nickels and dimes going in there.
more
Nope.
automatic transfers
Weeks
into
and
this
weeks have
account.
passed.
Oh my word, oh my word. Yeah. So she finally stopped putting money in that account. So that means that Leslie will fall on her ass soon because she's spending money like crazy and I don't think she's quite aware that the Dupree money is not going to, or the Williams money no longer is being pumped, pumped.
Maybe it'll turn out that Leslie is a brilliant investor. And all she needed was just a little bit of startup money. And now that she has it, she's going to be along with the elites. But also at the same time, this is something I brought up in the pre-broadcast about Leslie.
Yes.
She spent a lot of money, but she spent a lot of money to catch up. And now that
Mhm.
she's there, she could slow down a little bit. Maybe
She
she
could.
will.
Her antics this week were too much. She sent Peaches into some kind of attack. Being she to me, she embarrassed Peaches so much that she had some kind of attack, some
Yeah,
kind of coughing
it's
fit.
it's it's a
That
little too
girl's
much.
yeah, that girl. Well, I thought just okay. I know I'll have to be a little bit critical this week
It's
over
okay. You can be.
Dana Leslie. Dana Leslie, it was over the top this
Yeah,
week, I thought.
yeah.
It was kind of like it was so it was such a character.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie was such a character inside of the country club for brunch or when she
Mm-hmm.
was by herself.
Yeah,
And she has headphones on, you guys. I
yeah.
mean, recall the headphones. And she is just dancing so much and just being so over the top. Not like not like, oh, look at her enjoying her music. She just came from the gym, haven't stopped for a little something. Look at her. No, she wasn't. No, it was like so over the top,
Over the
so
top in
big.
your face, too much
It
from
was too
Leslie.
much. And like if she were actually doing that, if
Yeah.
Dana Leslie was a real person
Mm-hmm.
in this scenario,
Yes.
people would have thought that she wasn't dealing with her she didn't have 26 letters, she didn't have 52 cards.
To sit her on down. Maybe she might need a handler. Is her handler around? Anybody? No,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I understand. There's a fine line. There's a fine line between like interesting crazy, like ooh, what's she gonna do next, and just kind of out there being like a buffoon.
exactly. It was buffoonish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't being
Hey,
buffoonish when
Krista.
she was having her meal with Peaches.
Right.
What she was being was she talked down to everyone and she bitched about everything.
To a point where she sent her own sort of mama into an attack, into a health
Exactly.
crisis,
Yeah.
and it's not because Haley spiked her drink.
No. It
No,
wasn't. No.
not at all.
No, she was just over the top in her annex. Her presentation of Dana Leslie needs to be taken down, not a whole lot,
Just tune it down
a little
from
lot,
that sort of stuff. Keep her
because
doing what she was doing in the Orphe jeans.
because I didn't see, and this is the reason why I had this criticism. It wasn't believable anymore.
I understand. I understand. That's a valid criticism. That's a great analysis. Sandra wants to know how will they ever make Leslie a little bit more real by just
And
keeping her where she's at.
I have seen a couple of scenes where, and we saw it after her annex with Peaches when she's talking with Eva and she's talking about Peaches. She can present as vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
and someone that's concerned about others. Her scenes with Eva when she's talking about Peaches after she
Mm-hmm.
said, she's gone to the hospital,
Yeah.
were very tender.
Yeah.
She can be played that way.
So maybe a little more of that and a little less dancing around in the headphones. And that's how we can keep her grounded and keep her a little bit more real. She could still be off kilter, she could still be unpredictable, off base, and still have a closet full of wigs.
Yeah.
But give her some
Right.
moments of tenderness. Allow us
And yes,
inside
moments of
the armor every
tenderness.
once in a while.
And there was a moment, I don't really hit, she didn't sell me, but there was a moment last week where we saw her with Jan too, where she seemed to be genuinely wanting the friendship back and not having an ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe she's a little lonely.
Well, she probably is. Well, she's gonna find out. I think she's gonna find out. She's gonna find out. She's gonna find out what we all should know. You could be happy in a shack. You could be miserable in a mansion.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It all depends on your circumstances, who you're surrounded with, and how fulfilled you are in your heart, honestly.
Yep, absolutely.
You can objects will not love you back.
No, I've said that many times. You fall on the floor, ain't one of your possessions going to call 911. Not
Nope.
one.
And your cats will eat you.
Yeah, if you
So
die.
remember that. The dog will think you're playing, and the cats are gonna start eating you.
Okay, we're getting all weird now. Anyway, that's enough about Dana Leslie. And
Oh
Eva,
gosh.
of course, is still shaking her head and gosh, Mom, quit being so stupid.
I think that June has a more likely opportunity to become the next Mrs. Richardson than
I
Leslie
think so
does.
too. And she's almost like sold herself out. She's almost got herself convinced that somehow Ted's gonna want her back. But Ted let his guard down and actually had a physical encounter with her a few
Should
weeks ago,
never have
and
done
that
it.
is what that fueled her fire.
You stupid ass Ted.
And he,
Ted, you're a
Indian,
dummy.
he's a brilliant idiot. We've got a few brilliant idiots on this show. We really do. You know what we have though, and I think no, I don't think everybody knows this. And one of them is Vanessa doesn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
That Joey Armstrong is dangerous son of a gun. Not only would he shoot you, but he would shoot you with your son standing behind you and shoot you both at the same time.
What he's gonna do is gonna be like, yeah, sure, you can have half, and then he's gonna shoot her and take it back.
I'm telling you, that Joey is dangerous. I don't, does he like Vanessa? Sure. He likes Vanessa. Is she fun? Oh, yeah, she's fun. But does he love Vanessa? No, he does not. Lust her real good? Yes.
Yes. Put
Love
her
her?
before the business, before himself, before the next opportunity? No. No.
No.
Jeannie reminds us that cats will not eat their caretakers and parents. I was kidding. I was joking. I was having a good time. Don't take me seriously.
Oh, we
But
don't.
also don't worry that your cat's gonna eat you unless your cat has like a disposition. You know, if the cat's like looking at you out of the corner of its eye, maybe be a little wary.
I have, I have one. I had a couple of dogs in my life, and this is not cats, but I had a couple of dogs in my life that they would have let themselves starve before they would have taken one little bite out of me.
Oh, Outback. We should have talked more
Dog,
about Outback during the General Hospital podcast.
I had another little dog that would have eaten me out of spite on my last breath. Amigo. Don't
Freaking
let his
amigo.
name fool you.
Amigo. What a little demon dog that was.
Demon dog.
Well, maybe there needs to be a dog on Beyond the Gates. Does like is that what would make Derek more interesting if he had a dog?
No, I think I want Vernon to have a dog.
Oh, Vernon and his dog. That would be sweet.
Yes,
That'd be so cute.
I would
Yeah.
I want Vernon to have a dog.
I want Vernon
Like
to have a big old shaggy dog.
yeah, like a medium-sized dog. I
Yeah,
want
but it's
Vernon
got to
to
be shaggy. This dog has to be shaggy.
has to be
It
shaggy.
has to be. There's just no other vision in my mind for Vernon's dog other than something that's got a little bit of shag.
I think it should be a Doberman, noble but vicious.
Just like Vernon. Exactly. Vernon in dog form, a Doberman. I mean, is Haley a miniature pincher? What is she?
Yes, yeah. You know what? She's a little yappy dog that you need to like kick your leg back, cut her like get her with your boot right underneath her chin without meaning to.
She's
Yeah.
the type of dog that would roll up in your lap and then you'd like push to try to get them off and they wouldn't and they wouldn't, so you just stand up. You know? You're like, okay, I gotta, and you give all those signals, I need to stand, hop off, and then they don't.
That was Buddy, wasn't it?
And you
Buddy
just
did
stand
that.
up. And then they plan your demise, just like all your house pets do.
But Haley, my gosh.
She's doing it, Ma. She's doing it. She's actively trying to kill this man now.
Yeah.
That means
And
that she's going to be found out before you know it.
and she dang near poisoned her non-pregnant best friend.
Oh, well. You know, these things just happen. Collateral
But
damage.
luckily, that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That's fine. But she's going to slowly poison this man. He's going to have himself a heart attack, and they're going to find out. He's going to survive, of course.
Oh, I think that that is going to unravel soon because of
Randy.
Randy Sammy is going to this, because people are starting to have what's going on?
Yeah,
What's going on?
wait a minute. We know him by different names.
I mean, Danny's starting to get a wind of that.
Yep. And these people have already proven that they've already been in the mix when it comes to these secrets, lies, and false identities.
And I think when it comes right down to Haley's demise, I think Bill and Danny will take her down together.
Oh, totally. Totally. There's no way that they're not. And do you think this would be prison or do you think this would be death? Because we had the villain that went to prison, the one that had kidnapped Naomi. Okay. Or excuse me.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, excuse me. All right. And so this villain, Haley, the one that we've known longer, is she the one that's going to kick the bucket at the end of the story?
I think that's a possibility.
They're going to turn it around on her. They're going to find out that this wedding anniversary cake, ooh, that'd be good. Some sort of anniversary thing, huh? On this anniversary day, the anniversary cake, the champagne, whatever has been spiked, and they switch it.
Wouldn't it be delicious if she somehow winds up consuming her own poison on accident?
Yeah. Yeah, they switch it. They switch the poison and now she has to eat it. And then she does. And then she dies from her poison. I didn't know.
Do you think her plan is to slowly kill him or give him a lethal dose fast?
The intention, according to my understanding from what Randy told her when he gave it to her, was that she was supposed to use it little by little, and eventually the accumulation will trigger a heart attack,
Oh,
and he will be
okay.
gone. He will be out. It will be a widowmaker, as they call it in the business.
No, you know what I see happening? I see happening that finally at the end when it's all said and done, Bill might as well change his last name to Dupree.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be reunited, Danny and Bill. No, there's no way they're not. They're already reunited in their hearts and in their souls. We've seen it twice. They can't stop making out.
And when there is real crisis, the two of them are lean on each other like they're stable.
We saw it. We saw it with the whole Chelsea situation. We did. We did. Now, okay, all right. So Chelsea's sister Naomi, she's in a situation with her husband.
Yeah, her and
Okay,
Jacob.
all right, because she's not pregnant, and now they have discovered this big chasm between the two of them,
Yes.
in what they think that their futures should potentially look like. At first, they were aligned, but now that they've had this scare, as it turns out, in their hearts, they're feeling a little bit different.
Right, because Naomi was so relieved that she wasn't pregnant
She
and
does
Jacob
not
was.
want no baby. And Jacob's like, that would have been great. I
Mm-hmm.
want a little Hawthorne out there. I want Detective Generation number 3. All right, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Gonna have maybe find himself a new lady for that.
And
Or
then they,
perhaps his new brother that just popped into town. Not his new brother, but his brother that just popped into town.
yes, the very
Perhaps.
striking Isaiah Hawthorne.
The very, very striking Isaiah. Good looking guy.
Yeah. Apparently making a splash here in DC
Yeah.
and
You
amongst
know,
the fan base as well. Like, well received first
um,
days.
he's given Andre some competition in the fine manhood.
Well, good. We just need a bunch of just incredibly handsome people out there. Hey, Tracy. Tracy loves Beyond the Gates in his hat. Well, we're happy you're here, Tracy. Let's talk. Let's get into it. What do you think of Isaiah, huh? Is this an Isaiah that we're going to hold our respect for?
Yeah, what are you thinking of Isaiah? And Isaiah, I guess, looks like he may be the kid brother of Jacob.
And that's all good. That's all good. That's all. What does he do? What's his job? He's got a job?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Whatever. Whatever.
Do
We're
you
not
know,
all defined by our careers.
I don't, it's not really fair, but Jacob's voice bugs me.
Yeah?
Just above a whisper all the time, and it bugs the hell out of me.
Just Jacob. What can I say?
It's just above a whisper all the time.
He's just, he's a thoughtful, insightful, soft-spoken man.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, and he had a lot of dialogue this week.
Yeah.
You know, with a lot of talk, a lot of words between he and Naomi this week. A lot of
And
words.
it's no good if you have to turn it up for his lines and down for hers. I understand.
It just bothered me. I don't know. It
I get
was,
it. He's being emotional. He's got a lot of feelings, and his feelings can only be expressed quietly.
yeah. And now that they both know, now that they had a close encounter with, with a pregnancy scare, really is what it turned
Hmm.
out to be. Um, it really showed themselves and each other how adamantly they feel, really. Even though Jacob he had accepted the fact that being a parent was not going to be the future with he and Naomi. They were
Right.
not going to be parents together.
Hmm.
And he was okay with that.
Hmm.
But now that man, I think a fever has been ignited in him
Oh
now
yeah,
because
yeah.
he's excited about the idea.
Now he's like, no, I do. I want a little Jacob Jr. I want a little Jacob Jr. running around. That's what I want.
Naomi was whew, dodged a bullet.
Yes. So that's going to be the chasm that breaks them up, and eventually they're going to have to fall into the arms of another. I don't know what it's going to look like for Naomi, but On the Jacob side of things, I feel as though they were starting to warming up. Cat and Tomas are not going to be a forever thing, and why not?
And did that cat? Oh, there was some pretty. That was some comedy this week. Do you know that cat
She
broke
she broke his
Tomas's
winky. She broke Tomas's poor winky.
Yes.
His
Yes.
Hinklebank.
I mean, I don't remember what the name for that is, but he has a fracture of the penis.
Well, it's not a fracture because there's just no bone, but he definitely has some sort of penile contusion.
Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be poor feller. He's already got problems in the bedroom, maybe, and now he's gonna have a crooked wiener on top of that.
Well, I mean, she's yeah, cat. I guess she's inexperienced. She doesn't know exactly how much to twist, and she twisted too far.
I tell you what, you know, that Kama Sutra book.
It's not. It's you gotta warm up to the more advanced stages, is what we're saying. The 10th floor. That's our suggestion. Is start in the
That
beginning.
was,
Don't flip to the end. It's too much. It's too
but
advanced.
that was good comedy
It
right
was
there.
good. We got Martin. We got
It was
Martin
good
there
comedy.
too. He's like, oh, well, I won't tell anybody but Smitty because we promised to not keep you any secrets. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's
that
good to
was
see.
funny. That
I
was
like
funny.
to laugh when I'm watching a soap. It can't just all be all tears and tragedy and love. Every once in
See,
a while, we gotta laugh.
and that proves it, you guys. I like something this week.
Oh, there was plenty to like this week.
Ah, yes, there was. There was plenty to like this week.
Like a Ridge cameo. That was lovely. Bold and the Beautiful fans out there, did you enjoy the Ridge appearances? Was it a fun little crossover? Apparently, Forrester hasn't been interested in Danny until now.
Well, yeah, well they like the idea about the Vegas married couple,
Oh yeah,
you know,
oh yeah. What a
famous
scandal. Let's get
the
those
famous
photos.
the famous model who's coming up again and her behind the camera handsome young husband.
Who does not want to be in front of the camera? What's up with that, folks? Huh?
Yeah, what's up with that? He's got a past, huh? He's hiding from
He's
somebody.
hiding from
That's
somebody.
why that's why he is now settled in DC and kind of like has a little bit more of a laid back, not so much out there in the
Yeah.
front.
Not showing my face in these documentaries, no sir.
Yeah, and
What's
I
his
guess
real name?
he hasn't been photographed in some time now. Maybe Andre ain't even Andre.
But wouldn't they know?
You would think they
I would
would,
think
yeah.
that they would know. Apparently he's been around. I mean, he's a member of the family for gosh darn sakes.
I know.
So I don't know why who is he hiding from? Who does he not want to know exactly where he's at?
Yeah. Something's going on with Andre. And I kind of felt bad for Danny because this would have been so cool for her and she really wanted to do it.
Well, maybe yeah. Well, maybe he isn't Andre. Maybe Andre's been replaced.
Yeah. Maybe she needs to find the real Andre and do a
Yeah.
photo shoot.
It'd make it less icky because she hasn't been boning her sort of nephew the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be less icky. Let's do that, Beyond the Gates.
Yeah.
Maybe he did some adult movies, says Jeannie.
Perhaps he did.
Oh, goodness. I mean, Beyond the Gates would go there. Of all of the soaps, that would be the one.
Yeah, they say some risque things. They do.
It would be the one. It really would. It really would. We covered pretty much everything that I wrote down as notes for this show, for this week. I guess it was world building this week. It was plot spinning. It was planning. It was positioning.
I think next week I saw a little preview
Mm-hmm.
that it looks like Ted's going to get in what's his name's face, that fool that wants to date Nicole already.
Yeah.
Carlton.
Yes, Carlton.
Carlton. He gets in his face next week.
A little masculine conflict next week, huh?
Yeah, masculine conflict. And like I
Hmm.
said earlier, those folks in DC need to watch out for Joey because he is a lethal son of a gun. And it's a good thing that she got Donnell to go back to college because Joey would have hurt him.
Yes.
Would have hurt him.
Yes. Or is he escaping the law? Tracy says maybe he's escaping the law, Andreas.
Could be.
Ooh. And Sandra says, was Andre replaced in Vegas? Well, if he was, then he's been replaced by his identical doppelganger, Tony.
Mm.
Tony and Andre, identical doppelgangers, both the sons of Stefano Demira.
Why not?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Sprinkling over into, I guess it's a good transition point.
I
I
guess so,
guess.
huh?
I guess that was Beyond the Gates this week, folks. Like I said, it was laying the board, the chessboard, so to speak,
Hmm.
of what we're going to be seeing collapse over the next couple of weeks. It's not going to be long before people start to get really suspicious of Haley. It's not going to be long before we see that reunion. We also have November sweeps coming for this show as well, just like General Hospital's gearing up for some big crap. We'll see what we're going to get from Beyond the Gates. It could be the downfall and demise of Haley.
It could be. It could be, and I'm all ready for it.
Yeah. So we're gonna stay tuned. We're gonna see what happens there. But now I'm gonna transition the program, and
Okay.
boom! Now we have a chalkboard behind us. And that's it.
Ta-da!
It's that easy, folks. It is that easy. And then I'm gonna hit the little monetization button as well, just to give us a little break to collect our
You know what,
thoughts.
man? I watched us on replay last week.
Hmm.
Yeah, I watched this on replay last week,
Hmm.
and I watched the entire show.
Hmm.
And that got broke into commercial like 6 or 7 times.
Nice. I
A
mean,
lot,
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the people who watch on the replay.
a lot. I was surprised at how much it was.
I mean, there's all sorts of algorithms out there when it comes to advertising on YouTube and how you're exposed to it. They will even watch the trends and the behaviors of how people interact with YouTube itself to see how much advertising is too much before they turn somebody off. So I don't know how much at YouTube you're watching, but you might just get the spam because you're not using YouTube a lot, and so they're just like, we're gonna fill
I
this with.
don't use YouTube a lot.
So they're just like, okay, well, this user we're just gonna fill up with ads. On the other hand, this household plays a lot of YouTube. And on my replay rewatches, it's not broken up 6 times. But when it is broken up, it's broken up for a more lengthy period of commercials because we have the tendency of having it just play and not skipping them. And so YouTube has tuned its advertising algorithm to these long form commercials and the most expensive ones and blah 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 because we are in the habit of letting them play as we're all doing whatever. So anyway, Tracy has premium. She doesn't have to worry about it. That's because Tracy's loaded. Tracy is rich. I'm pretty sure this Tracy in our chat is actually Tracy Quartermain.
Well, Tracy, that's good. I have no commercials on my Hulu, and I do love that.
It is nice to be in a commercial free world. And
It
that's why
is.
commercials suck now. If people watched commercials more, they would put more effort into making them good. Like the Folgers commercials during Christmas.
Oh, sure.
The guy comes in, he's like, shh, and he makes a coffee and wakes up the whole house.
Yes.
Ugh, gosh.
Yes.
Jingles, big red jingles.
Commercials are changing. Advertising is changing like everything else in entertainment is changing.
It's changing, so get used to it, folks. Ansi wants us to talk about the Zara confrontation, and why not? Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Yes,
All
let's
right.
do it.
We were so excited for the reunion of Sarah and Xander, and now we get to see the downfall and crumbling of it once more.
It was so short-lived, wasn't it?
Maggie would not let this stand. Honestly.
Yeah. She broke. You know what? But I kind, I understand why they're not together. I understand
Mm-hmm.
why. But you know what? When it comes right down to it, Xander is the best Xander right now that I've seen in the last 2 years when it comes to growth and
Yeah.
just I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
he
We
told it,
saw it. We saw it. We saw it.
he told even like coming clean with Sarah this week. Sure, Maggie
Facilitated it.
facilitated. She didn't make him. She did facilitate it. She did not make him. But he came clean
Mm-hmm.
for actually a right reason. It wasn't to manipulate anybody.
It's just because it was time to tell the truth.
Right.
And it did not work out. We saw the most significant growth of Xander this week. We really did. I mean, we saw evidence of his most significant growth in the time that we spent with him while he was alone. After
Yes.
it, he didn't smash, he didn't rage. He wanted to for a moment, but he pulled himself back from that and instead let it all out
He
through
had that
tears
thing.
in the
He
bed.
had that thing over his head.
He was
And
gonna, but he
yeah,
wants to truly be
he was
better.
gonna rage out
For
like he
Victoria.
is.
For Victoria.
Yeah. And he was going to couples therapy with Sarah,
Hmm.
and he was going to therapy by himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's working so hard.
he was actually trying to fix himself. And his relationship with Philip, it wasn't all that antagonistic anymore, and they weren't just tolerating each other anymore. They were starting to work together and have like some kind of real, you know,
Yeah, I understand. I get the feeling that this isn't the end for our beautiful Xander and Sarah. I think that this is one of those couples that could and should last. You know what Days of Our Lives did before, and I think that they could do it again. I really do, but they're not. And the Days of Our Lives has been really good in my observations, so you can disprove me in the chat if you'd like. They excel at putting two characters together and keeping them together. Days of Our Lives has done that. They did it with all of their 80s couples, basically.
yes.
All of their 80s couples are still together.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
stopped tearing them apart and putting them together at some point.
Yeah. Of course, they had their turmoil and all that sort of stuff. But Steve and Kayla and John and Marlena, of course, broke up 2 or 3 times, blah, blah, blah. But Jack and Jennifer and Julie and Doug and if Abigail hadn't been killed because of the story or the actress or whatever, then Chad and Abigail would probably still be together. And that's not an 80s couple. That's just an example of
Hmm.
how they could still achieve that. And I think that that's something that Days should try to do, honestly. I think they should try to make it so their couples last.
The only prominent person I could think of that they have not successfully done that with is EJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, EJ's kind of bounced around for sure. I mean, Brady hasn't really had this strong singular romance. Like, who's Brady gonna wind up with? Like, there's no single answer.
I wouldn't say Teresa, and I certainly wouldn't say Kristen.
Yeah. So there's no answer for Brady. There's really no answer for EJ. There's not a strong answer for Philip. We get Philip and Gabby right now, but that's based off of like a power struggle and sort of deceit, and it's.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
know if it's
a little bit icky.
yeah. I don't know if it's the foundation for a long-term love connection.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Um,
I mean, we even still have Tony and Anna still together. I just think that Days has been really good at that, and they should try to find a way to make that. I mean, Stephanie and Alex seem to be an okay pairing, as much as Stephanie has all of these lovers from the past that keep on coming out of the woodwork.
right? Oh my gosh.
Doug and
Oh
Julie.
my gosh, that little Stephanie Johnson.
Sandra says that Doug and Julie definitely went through lots during their years. And it's totally true. But it was lots with each other. You know, even if they weren't directly with each other, the characters and the actors were still working together.
Mhm.
And you know, I think again, I just think that's something that Days of Our Lives has done very, very well in the past, and it's something that I think they should try to emulate and achieve once more.
You know, Paul Telfer, I think you deserved your award last week, sweetheart. I
My
really
gosh.
do. He does Sinister really, really good. He
And
does Sinister so good.
he's doing
But
vulnerable good too.
he also does Heartbroken really good too.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you know, what if he got a back to back, Ma? Huh? Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Next year, he could be Best Actor as well.
You never know.
Huh, I don't know.
Never know.
Is Gwen still on the show, wonders Tracy? And the answer is yes. Our Gwenny is still on the show.
She was stuck in EJ's special lab.
Yeah, that's kind of the last real thing that we saw her doing was getting stuck in there.
And you remember Leo had to
Bust through the wall.
bust through the wall and get her out. But no, Teresa, not Teresa.
Gwen.
Gwen.
Gwen von Leishner.
She wasn't on much this week.
No.
No.
No. But she's there. She's still working with EJ on this clinical lab situation that I guess
And
Aaron.
she's actually still staying in the house too.
Yes. I guess Mark Green, out of jail, no license, but can still work for EJ. I guess he's going to be working in the secret lab.
Yes, he is.
EJ getting in deep with the Greens, folks.
Yeah, we're getting in deep with the greens, and you know what? I bet you EJ's gonna be ain't gonna be very long before he's gonna try and be kissing on one cat green.
Oh no, he's already denied any sort of interest. There's no way in hell I'd ever fall. And then soon that's what he's going to try to do to her mouth.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because Bell done and rejected him again this week too.
That's done. That's done, folks. That's done. Just get ready for more Sean Douglas. Sean Douglas will be coming back before you know it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
People like that guy. People like that guy. He's a long-term guy on the show. And we're not getting Rarick. Rarick's not coming back, okay? Okay, he's going to be on the gates.
Oh,
Yeah. They would have to recast Eric at this point.
yes, they would. Oh, I'm really looking forward to him showing up on the gates. Actually,
Yeah, it's probably not going to be very long. They're only a couple of months behind. I was checking in with our good friend Fido Xavier, and he says that the show is completely on schedule as intended. They haven't fallen behind or anything like that. The 2-month tape delay, they go about 8 weeks between filming and broadcast is totally intended. That's what they want. That's what they've achieved. And that's what they have.
that means they're filming Christmas right now.
Isn't that fancy?
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. They're officially filming their season 2 right now. So that's exciting. That's exciting. I really do hope that over on Beyond the Gates, not that we're, still talking about that show, but I do hope that they end season 1 with just the fall of Haley and then the reunion in season 2 is anyway. Anyway. Tracy
yes.
loves Wally Kurth, and we love Wally Kurth too, Ma, by the way. Tracy says, thank you so much for answering the question about Gwen. I also love Wally Kurth.
Me too.
Who doesn't love Wally Kurth is my question, Tracy. He is just not only a talented musician, a great actor, but he's also a man's man. All right? He tells this story about seeing, who is it, on TV, singing Downtown. That lady, what's her name?
Oh, Petula Clark.
Yes, he tells this story about being a young man seeing Petula Clark on TV and just feeling some type of way about it, and he's just a man of machismo. Tracy is what he is.
And they sing Downtown every time we've seen
Yeah,
Day of Days. They have sang Downtown.
that is
And they
their
put a little,
closeout.
our own little spin on it. It's good.
Yeah, that's their closeout, and then they'll name drop characters from Days in it. And when they did it at the GH
Yes.
Fan Club event, they name dropped characters from General Hospital. It was a lot of fun seeing Eric Marstoff sing about Nina and Willow, and that's funny. It's funny. Met Wally a few times at
Good
Days
stuff.
events, says Jeannie. We have met Wally Kurth a number of times at Day Players and Days of Our Lives events as well, and we're wearing him down, folks. Eventually, you're going to see him on the 10th
We are
floor.
wearing
I
them down
promise.
to come on the show.
We're wearing him down. It's going to happen eventually.
It is.
Justin got a phone call this week, though, Ma. Justin got a phone call.
Justin got a phone call
Justin
this
got a
week.
phone call from Sarah. Justin,
yeah.
I need you to file the papers. It's over.
Yes, yes. So, I don't think we see enough of Wally on Days of Our Lives, actually.
No, I don't think so. We've seen enough Wally, period.
Wally on General Hospital either.
He should come back and do both all the time. All right? They need to give him weeks and weeks of material on both shows. But who knows? I mean, it's because Days of Our Lives is as we love to point out and make fun of here on the 10th Floor podcast. Days for Dummies and Beyond the Gates Unlocked. They're so far ahead that Wally Kurth could have filmed 8 months of in-depth, dramatic, Emmy-worthy material, and we have no idea.
Exactly. He could have had the biggest arc that he's ever had in his career. We wouldn't have no idea.
Not
It
at
would
all.
be completely from beginning to end.
The most interesting Justin story could have been filmed and finished with guest stars and ghosts from the past. And
I
we would
wonder.
have no clue.
I wonder if Days of Our Lives is going to do some cockadoodle mamie episode for Halloween.
They usually do something for
They
Halloween.
usually do.
I don't know what it would look like.
Man, that would be Friday's show. Halloween is on Friday.
They
Man,
sh-
you know what? Wouldn't it be so cool if they did a one episode where Connie gets out of jail for one day
I think she's in the loony bin, so they should. They
at Horton Square.
They should just do a whole episode of just the loony bin. Of just what the antics of all of these crazy people that they have locked up. They could have Clyde Weston laying in the bed in the back, just comatose.
As they're walking Sophia in.
Yeah, just an
Oh
episode of
my
of
word.
the wackiness that goes inside Bayview or whatever it's called.
You know, and I don't know where they're sending Sophia, but they're sending Sophia to one of those
Oh yeah,
places.
she's getting inpatient therapy is beyond Marlena's magical powers. And
Right.
Amy is going to have to back up her daughter and make sure that Chanel and Johnny don't get that kid.
But she's locked in, it seems like she looking like Laura Weber's in the chair, I tell you. She did, little Sophia. She's kind of, just staring off, kind of catatonic in a way. And she's not reacting. But she did react. When her mother came in and spoke with her, we saw one giant tear come down her face
Yeah,
as
she.
her mom's talking to her. And then when Amy reaches for her to physically touch her, oh, she didn't just do that. She jerked herself
She
away.
rejects it.
She rejects it, yes. And you know what? That Amy Choi ain't learned a gosh darn thing.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But she's still on her daughter's side, okay? Johnny and Chanel, you will not have that baby.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that, gosh, could Leo and Javi actually wind up getting to keep the
Oh,
baby?
wouldn't that be a turn? Maybe. I mean, they've already been raising the kid. At this point, a judge would be like, yeah, all right.
Really? And there'd be so many people actually to vouch for them too.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible. And then Chanel and Johnny could just be really upset. Just be like, I hate those two gays. They got my baby. They have our baby.
But yeah, I mean, they're blaming they're blaming Johnny for his changing his mind, and they feel like, well, the firehouse would have never happened.
If there was somewhere to bring this baby, Sophia would have had the baby and brought it back to town and given it to you.
Yeah, if it was any other, if she would have gone into labor and she knew that the baby was going to you guys, that she would have just called her mom, I'm in labor, they would have went to the hospital.
It would not have freaked out the way she did. She wouldn't have made
It would
plans with Melinda.
She wouldn't have went through all of it by herself. She wouldn't have taken the baby to the firehouse.
But you know what, Ma? I gotta say.
That's all true. And that's not Johnny's fault because you know what? He wasn't there when she got pregnant.
No. But Aaron was.
Aaron was that baby, little hot green, a green baby.
Oh gosh, that kid is going to have just this this beautiful skin tone and a mop of curly hair.
Hey, I was happy to see it too. That when Amy did reach into the do the stroller and pick up baby T, it was a baby.
It was a real baby. It wasn't a swaddle.
It was a real
No
baby.
blanket babies like Victoria, and no infant crying, while
No,
Victoria is indeed 3 years old.
exactly, exactly. For that, I was proud of Days of Our Lives.
Wasn't Chanel a lesbian? Chanel is a bisexual.
She dabbled a bit.
She bisexual.
Yeah.
All right.
She
But
was
she
with
likes herself a
Tom, right?
Johnny. All right, Johnny and Chanel all the way. Team Johnny and Chanel. Where's Jacarius when you need him? Team Johnny and Chanel all the way. All right, they're gonna have themselves a miracle baby at some point. All of this focus on adopting. All she's got to do is just get that green card from the hospital. They can just start trying again.
Yeah. To me, I would have said, Kayla, you know what? I'm not going to listen to your butt anymore. I would just start trying.
I'm gonna start trying. We're gonna put it in the hands of the Lord. Because they're good Christian folks, like they tried to convince Amy.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah. Sophia, man, right before she went into her little cat, I felt sorry for her and Brady's pug. She started punching herself in her own head.
Oh yes, absolutely. Just total breakdown.
Breakdown. I can't take it. I can't take it. And
And
she
it's
punches herself a couple of times in the head, and then she just falls to the ground.
honestly, it's good that they did that though. I understand that it's tough to see, and it's oh my gosh, just a mental downfall of yet another young woman on Days of Our Lives, and it's hard to watch. But also at the same time, it adds so much sympathy to Sophia that moment made you not want to see her necessarily punished for what she's done, but helped.
I agree.
And so that's going to be good for the Sophia character going forward because it really did remove any sort of villainy that might have been brewing inside of our opinion for her and just made her look like this person who was overwhelmed by the
Yes,
situation.
but you know what? It did I think it did transfer some of her. I mean, it placed Amy even in a worse light.
But, well, because of your overbearing attitude.
You know,
I don't know what to
you,
do. Yep, Amy's the real villain.
Amy is the real villain, but she didn't even know exactly what she was doing.
No, and that's why when she realizes the depth of her actions and the trouble that she's caused, when she finally apologizes, it's going to be a beautiful moment.
I think so too, and it's going to turn out a whole lot better than Natalia's did over there on the GH.
Yes, 100%. I don't think there's going to be any sort of pills and booze involved when it comes to Miss Amy Choi. I think
I
if
don't,
even before this is all over, we might even be able to meet Mr. Choi.
maybe.
Finally, after it all. Sandra thinks that actually the baby daddy isn't Aaron and it's going to be somebody else too. Like, it's going to be another surprise on top
Well,
of it.
you never know because like they let Mrs. Choi know you did not know your daughter, and perhaps we don't know all of Sophia either.
Maybe, maybe. And then, they
Maybe
went
she
as
fell for
far,
love in
and,
all the wrong
and this
place.
is the same show that went as far as to have Johnny have a full-on sexual rendezvous with Joy, and then
Hmm.
3 months later be like, oh yeah, never mind, we didn't actually do it, we just kind of canoodled and fell asleep.
Exactly.
A whole 3 months later of guilt and trying to hide it from
Mhm.
Chanel. And I can't
Yeah.
believe I did it. Oh, never mind. We ever never really did hook up. So this is the same show. Same show. So yeah, it could be Aaron. It
So,
could be EJ. It could be the
uh-huh.
ghost of John Black. The show will do anything. I hope it's not the ghost of John Black.
I tell you what, though, I don't think EJ can learn a lesson any more than his mother can actually marry Elvis.
He can. What his. I gotta say, Elvis. I gotta say, this. It's fun because of who his mom is, Susan,
Yes.
right? And also because when we interviewed Dan at Day of Days a couple of years ago now, he mentioned that keeping in mind that his mother is Susan is feeds into his performance. He
Uh-huh.
recognizes that EJ can be a serious Demira and also a goofy off the wall stupid guy.
Hmm.
And so with that, with post shooting and EJ's commitment to being a better person, he's
Hmm.
not necessarily a better person. He just tells more jokes. He just drops more one-liners. He's just a little more irreverent when it comes to like,
Because he has jumped in knee deep to his next scheme already.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Big
But
time.
but I love to say he just had. It's just the light banter, even with like the interview last week, not this week, but the interview last week that Leo did.
Uh-huh.
Just the level of just levity that
Hmm.
exists in those scenes now with EJ seems to be the only real change. He's still a despicable jerk. Unless
He
he's pulling the
is.
wool over our eyes, maybe this lab is to do good for the world.
Oh, there's no way it doesn't have several dollar marks behind it.
Well, whose real plan is this? Is
I,
Marlena dreaming of being Stefano? She's waking up in the middle of the night and being like, my boy, I've got a plan for you.
she nearly passed out again this week too. She got all woozy.
Alex and Joy did hook up, reminds us, says Jeannie, and she left Preggers. So,
Yes, she did.
so she can come back with little baby Alex Jr., and that's going to be the tumultuous lover from his past that brings more angst between him and
But
Stephanie.
have you noticed that with Alex though, with hearing about all of his hurt ex, now he's heard about Jamie, Jeremy's in the book, and now he has found out that Philip's in the book, and he's not in the book, and he's starting to think like, whew, she's a little hoochie, a little
She a
thing.
hood rat, hoochie mama is what she is. She is. She's. I don't know. I don't know if y'all. I don't know if you've been following us on the social medias, but I was having some fun this week with the Days of Our Lives plots. Did you see these tweets, Ma?
I did.
Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna get into them a little bit because it connects to Stephanie somewhat. Let me pull up exactly what it is that I said. Because I was out there. I was just, I was chilling. I was just spinning my little armchair writing. And
I saw it. I liked it
and
too.
I came up with some thoughts here on what we could do. Okay, over the top and cheap suggestions for Days of Our Lives stories.
Okay, over the
All
top
right.
and cheap. I like it.
Yes, yes. All right. Here's the one that relates to Stephanie. Steve Patchy Johnson.
Hmm.
All right. That's Steve Johnson with the eye patch for anybody that's not.
Absolutely.
This lab has a submarine docking area. Of course it will. Sandra, of course it will. How else would Dr. Rolf going to visit if there's no submarine docking port?
Yeah, underneath the hospital, there's going to be a special tunnel.
Back to the tweet. Steve Patchy Johnson gets paid by a mysterious benefactor to look into a cold case. He notices evidence that Stephanie was once involved. He recruits her, but soon realizes that her life in Seattle was riddled with secrets and lies. Because it's true.
More going on than Bobette.
And her latest secret? She knows where Adrian is.
Ooh.
Adrian being Steve Johnson's sister.
And
Bonnie before
Justin's.
Bonnie.
Yeah, yeah. And Justin before Bonnie, huh?
Oh yeah. Justin fell in love with Adrian Johnson, and she sadly kicked the bucket. And then Bonnie came to town, same actor, identical face, playing Bonnie, who was pretending to be Adrian. Found out that she's actually Bonnie, and then Justin's like, you know what? I like you anyway. Let's get married. And here we are today. Barely ever see her.
Barely ever.
Some more. Dick Van Dyke returns to give Marlena a token. Something John had sent him for safekeeping. Now with Timothy Robichaux. Understanding that his time is short and he is ready to reunite with his son, he gives it to Marlena. And as it turns out, it's the answer to Orpheus's latest nuclear plot.
Oh my goodness.
Then
I like all of it.
Marlena gets to go on an adventure. You know, maybe she gets to recruit herself a Steve Johnson and a Ray Fernandez, huh, Jeannie? Huh?
Maybe, you know what? I think I saw that Deidre Hall's birthday was this week.
Well, happy birthday, Deidre.
And and I don't know if that is true. I didn't fact check it. But it looks like Deidre turned 77. Man,
Wow.
man, I hope I look like Deidre Hall when I'm 77. I tell you what,
I already look 77, so, you got us all beat.
I have to just ask.
There's a secret room in
How
Victor's
old is
house.
Deidre Hall?
77.
77.
Hey, good
Her
looking.
birthday's Halloween.
Wow. Well,
She's
happy
coming
birthday.
up.
Sandra, there we go. Sandra says it's on Halloween. Well, happy early birthday, Deidre Hall. Congratulations. I hope
Yeah.
you throw an awesome party with lots of costumes.
And have your twin with you. I love that.
A secret room is found in Victor's house. It used to belong to Shane Donovan, It's a spy shack for the entire town, and all the secrets are kept by somebody bad.
You know what? Kiriaka's house does need a secret room
It does.
because those Demirs have plenty of them.
Yeah. The Kiriaka's house needs like a secret spy room that has all of these old-timey like 80s and 90s cameras set up everywhere that nobody ever found. And there's just been tape running for
It's like
decades.
a wall of TV. It's like a wall
Yes.
of monitors, kind of like, a cross between an episode of Lost and Graceland.
Yes, exactly. Exactly that. Exactly that. And then my old faithful here, the one that I love to pitch for Days of Our Lives. And if I was ever a writer on Days, I would totally write this. There's a bomb. Where? Somewhere. We got to go through every set, searching with hijinks. Put a bomb somewhere and have everybody have to look through all of those sets for a bomb. It just would be fun, folks. That's what I want. That's what I want. A page falls out of a book. People like this one. This is the most popular one that I put down. All right?
Okay.
A page falls out of a book. It's a strange code. Julie and Foster try to solve it, but it's Thomas and Charlotte who hold the key. Why? They're kids and they get the code more than their seniors. The kids get to help solve the mystery while also being kept safe by the olds.
Yes. That is like the base of the Hortons and the new babes of the Hortons.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yes. Now, coming up with, the tweets of 3-sentence soap plot is really easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, turning that into 3 months of detail and dialogue with specific characters is really hard to do.
I agree.
So,
I would agree. I would agree.
because it's really easy for you to sit on your couch and spin story and laugh and go, well, what if it's this with your friends and your family? And with us here in the podcast and in the chat, please do so. It really is much more challenging to turn it into real, actual
When you do that,
5 day a
yeah.
week content.
To spin it is one thing, but to break it down and do it, it's different.
Do it day after day and validate it and
Sure.
make sure all of the details align week over week. And oh, God, that's why you need a team. That's why you can't do it alone. That's why you have head
You know,
writers and support.
and it's really obvious just how giant the team really is when they win like show, like General Hospital did,
Yeah.
where everyone that's there
Climbed
goes
on
up
that
on
stage.
stage,
Yes.
and that stage is packed.
It's not just the cast, but the crew that showed up, everybody involved in General
All of it,
Hospital is
all of it,
invited
all of
to,
it.
the winning show, we'll say, not just GH. But anybody there that works for that show is invited to climb up on stage
Sure.
and celebrate the
Just like
win.
when Days of Our Lives won casting, that stage was full,
Full. Full.
full.
Full. Good job, Days, for your 2 Emmys, by the way. Casting
Hmm.
and Best Actor. Oh, and then Paul Telfer too. Like, it just seemed so well deserved and so
Yeah.
well respected by the acting community out there, the
It would have
daytime
been
acting
it
pool.
it would have been kind of sweet. It would have been sweet that if Lindsay would have won too.
Just hand in hand, holding their statues, taking pictures
Xander and
together.
Sarah both won. That would have been kind of cool.
That would have been neat. That would have been neat. Well,
Yeah.
we still get to see them on our screens. This isn't it for Zara, folks. I do see a reunion again in the future, and I think
Yeah, but
Philip
it's
might help facilitate that because Philip really has truly forgiven Xander.
he has. Yeah,
Truly.
we haven't, and we don't know what's going to happen. It hasn't been shown yet. Next week Philip's going to find out that Xander is told, and
Yeah.
he's going to have to face the consequences that he's lied all this
He's
time.
gonna have to face the consequences. Absolutely, absolutely. And I hope that those brothers can hold it together. I hope that this doesn't create a new wedge between the two of them.
Yeah, I hope not too, because I do like I love Paul being on the show. Both Pauls.
Both balls, yeah.
They're both Pauls.
Yeah, they are.
I love both of them being on the show, and I love their scenes together. And both of their facial antics are awesome. Both of them. Of course, Philip. No one does a tag like Philip.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Sandra says, shows how important everybody on the show is in front and behind the camera.
Yeah.
And it's
And you know
true.
who I want to get her narrow butt out of jail? I guess Kristen.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen is in jail, and unfortunately, that means they pretty much made the character inaccessible unless people are visiting her in jail. So,
Yeah. We don't see Stacy unless she's coming on as Susan right now.
right, and in order to keep the contracted dates that they have with Stacey Hyduke, they've just been using Susan, and it's just it's. I mean, like I like Susan, but also at the same time, they're like, well, what are we? She's just in town to help Marlena, I guess.
Right.
It's weird. It's a little awkward. I do want to see some more Kristen, so I hope that they're able to dust the character off soon and bring us back some great quality Stacey Hyduke, because she is, oh gosh, like, she is somebody that's going to make the wrong choice. She's somebody that's going to betray you and backstab you and make a selfish choice.
Hmm.
But also, we were talking in the previous quarter, or the previous half hour, about grounded realism and not being too over the top, and she's very extreme. Like, she's at the very extreme of who a human being could possibly be, but I still find her to be believable enough to follow, to not be
Right.
off put by it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Rachel's getting closer and closer to actually remember exactly what she did.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to, she's at least remembering she's remembering the trigger to a memory at the
She's
very
remembering,
least.
oh no,
Yes.
she remembers that. Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and how it might echo beyond just dropping the paperweight, but also into another time where she goes, oh no,
Yes.
tell me where my
Of course.
grandma is. Clow. Oh no. She
Exactly.
didn't mean to shoot that man. It happened.
Nope, I don't think she meant to shoot him. I think she meant to scare him.
Very
That
much
was
so.
her idea.
Oh yeah, she was going to threaten him with a gun, just like I've seen my mommy and daddy do to each other.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the first things we saw watching this show was Brady and Kristen holding a gun on each other and Rachel walking in.
Yep.
Goodness. Oh my
Yep.
gosh. The demented show. I'd love to write for it. Of all of the soaps out there, it would be so fun to write for Days of Our Lives, especially if they would let me do some of that goofy crap that I wrote on Twitter.
Well, yeah, they probably would. I mean,
Oh, come on. I'm not the only person out there that can spin together 3 lines of something stupid like that. There's no way. There's no way that that stuff doesn't get pitched on a regular basis, but they shoot it down for whatever reason.
but there's problems. There's problems in town. I mean,
Yeah.
there's problems in town in Salem. Even Abe is pissed off at my Paulina right now.
Yes, very upset with Paulina over giving Theo the advice to take the job with the
Last
devil.
time, last time Abe was pissed at Paulina, he didn't even remember.
Well, now he does remember her, and he's going to remember being mad.
He's mad about the whole Theo thing. I understand why he's mad about. He knows that the Damaras are the very powerful family, but the dysfunctional as can be, and sometimes they put the fun in dysfunctional. A lot of times they don't.
At each
They are
other's throats
lethal.
constantly.
Yes, and but I think Theo's going to be able to, in the long run, though, when it comes right down to it, I don't think he's going to be the pigeon that Uncle Tony thinks he's going to be.
No, no, he's a man with his own mind, of course.
Yes,
He's a
I
man
agree.
with his own mind. I think he's being a little mean to JJ. Honestly, I've watched it, I've settled with it, I thought about it some, and I think he's being a little too hard on JJ.
Yeah, I think he's.
I
I
need
think.
to,
Yeah.
folks. I also need you to tell me because I'm not sure we were successful last time I asked this question. There just wasn't people knowledgeable enough, I guess, in the chat. What the happened? Like, why did JJ shoot Theo? It could not have just been we were 2 dudes on the street. It was rainy, so I shot him. There has to have been some sort of crime happening, some extenuating circumstance,
I
something.
think JJ. If of course we didn't see it then, but I'm thinking that JJ had a mistake of identity and just didn't realize it was Theo and thought it was somebody else.
Okay, like there was another person out there committing some sort of crime. It was a heightened situation, something, and Theo did not respond in a way that seemed friendly. Or at least from JJ's point of view, he did
I
not respond in a way that seems friendly. You got to be careful. You got to word it in a way that doesn't make you sound like anything. I just don't like this version of Theo, says Jeannie. So I'm not too sure. I don't know Theo from a stone on the ground. So
No, I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, Jeannie
I
doesn't
don't
remember the
know.
circumstances.
From the past Theo. I don't know Theo from Leo right now.
Yeah, yeah. You say Leo, I think of all my children. So there you go. Not even Leo Falconeri. So,
We're not even Leo Stark.
Nope, not even Leo Stark. I think of Leo over on all my children. Goodness, isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? Yeah, so I don't know. I would be curious to know if you can leave a comment if you're watching down below. If you're watching in the replay, let me know. Let me know what happened between JJ and Theo originally. I'd be curious. And of course, I don't want to sit here and I want to know the details because I don't want to sit here and just be like, I support the cops because that's just not what I want my outward facing persona to be. So, educate me in what really went down. I'm very curious. Jada seems to be team JJ.
Yeah, she does seem to be Team JJ, doesn't she?
I'm
But
on the...
so JJ's got to get his loving somewhere because right now Gabby's giving herself to Philip. Yeah, I tell you, I love Gabby, but she's not a good person.
No, but she sure is fun to watch.
Yeah,
She
she
sure
is.
is fun to watch.
Great fun to
Sandra
watch.
doesn't remember either, so those are our 2 encyclopedias of knowledge, and so if they don't know, then it was not a prominent plot detail, folks.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it all unfolds. Yeah, ultimately, Theo, he's going to have the heart. He's going to be able to fight off evil Tony. And maybe unveil where Stefan is this whole time.
Man, I would love for Brandon Brash to come back on.
Oh, he's been back on for 7 months. He just can't announce it yet because
I want him to
I'm
come back
kidding.
so
I have
bad.
no idea. Whatever. That's it. June's giving us the eyeballs. She needs to turn over the table.
Her favorite customer's coming in, Ted.
Ted, she'll wipe it down clean. She was going to put out some fresh flowers, even a little scent, a little spray, a little bit of perfume. So he's constantly thinking of her, even when she's not around. So we got to get out of here, folks. Go. Like the video if you had a good time. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more. We'll be back next Sunday at 11 a.m. to talk about General Hospital, and then again at 1:30 to talk about Beyond the Gates and Days of Our Lives. Days for Dummies. Beyond the Gates Unlocked. And the 10th Floor podcast.
I'm going to be hopped up on sugar that day. I'll have myself like a little fun size every damn thing.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, because we got Halloween coming up on this Friday, which means there's going to be leftover candy. We're going to be little Nestle Crunches.
Yes.
Tiny Twixes.
Matt, I will send you a video of Halloween night. Not only will I send you a picture of the front yard right now, but
yes,
I will send you a video of Halloween night too, because you guys have got to see this nonsense. It's wonderful.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing it on the Halloween night display, and I'm curious, even if this doesn't make it onto our social media, I'd be curious to see what them kids are dressed up like. I'm sure the eldest one is gonna be a pillowcase or something that makes me just so bored.
Ellie's Elphaba.
What?
What's the green girl's name?
Oh, Elphaba.
Elphaba.
Oh, is the other one going to be Glinda?
No.
Oh.
She hasn't decided yet.
What do you mean she hasn't decided yet? It's October 26th.
I know. They're in the process, right? For all I know, that's what they're out doing right now.
Oh my God. That's October.
I don't know.
How does she not know 2 months before Halloween what she's going to be?
Well,
What an indecisive little girl.
she almost knew, but yeah. Anyway, that's what Ellie's going to be. She's going to be
Okay, because an alarm went off in a warehouse that Theo broke into. Susan did some research for us. Because an alarm went off in a warehouse that Theo broke into, his back was to JJ. Theo raised his arm. JJ thought it was a gun, but it was his cell phone, and JJ shot him in the back. That's how Susan remembers it.
Oh.
She could be wrong about the details.
Is there? To me, the kicker is, shot him in the back?
Well, if he turned around, he would have thought it was Theo.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Maybe he was just, he's like, I'm raising my hands, but I did it too fast.
And I know that JJ didn't take that lightly, because for a long time, he wasn't a police officer after that.
Oh, yeah.
He became a police officer when he went back to Salem, and he asked Jada for his job back.
Gosh, he left town, Ma. He left town. We didn't see
he
that
left
character.
town. Yes. So this is not something where JJ went, no.
Whatever.
That didn't happen.
Things happen. All right, folks. Goodbye. Don't let the gate hit you in the butt on the way out. Remember to swing for the fences. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media at 10th Floor GH. I've been Matt.
And I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you next week live right here on the 10th Floor Podcast. Goodbye.